I froze in the doorway, the scent of her Chanel perfume mingling with the metallic tang of fresh blood on the kitchen floor. Sarah's phone lay shattered beside a spilled bottle of our anniversary champagne, its screen glowing with a single message. Tonight was perfect. Can't wait for more. Love, Alex. My heart hammered like a war drum as I knelt, shards of glass slicing my palm, the sticky warmth of my own blood mixing with whatever hell had unfolded here. 2 years earlier, everything had shimmered with promise. Sarah's laughter used to light up our cramped Brooklyn apartment, the kind where the radiator hissed like an old man complaining through winter nights. We'd met in college, bonded over late-night study sessions and dreams of escaping our dead-end hometowns. I was the steady one, software engineer by day, fixing her leaky faucets by night, while she chased her passion for journalism, pounding pavements for freelance gigs that barely paid rent. That changed on a rainy Tuesday in June. She burst through the door soaked to the bone, her chestnut hair plastered to her cheeks, eyes wild with triumph. "Mark, I got it. The New York Sentinel senior reporter. They want me starting Monday." Her voice cracked with joy, arms flinging around my neck, pulling me into a hug that tasted of rain and victory. I spun her around, our feet slipping on the linoleum, the world narrowing to her radiant smile. "This is it, babe. We're finally making it." We celebrated that night at La Bella Vita, our favorite hole-in-the-wall Italian joint, where the garlic bread steamed and the Chianti flowed like rivers of crimson dreams. Candlelight danced across her face as she toasted, "To us, partners in crime forever." I clinked glasses, my chest swelling with pride, ignoring the faint twinge in my gut. Her new boss, Alex Hargrove, had been mentioned in passing, a hotshot editor with a reputation for launching stars. "He's intense," she said, waving it off, "but brilliant. This is my shot." The red flags started small, whispers in the wind I convinced myself were just exhaust fumes from her late nights. She'd come home after midnight, heels clicking unevenly on the hardwood, makeup smudged like war paint from a battle she wouldn't name. "Traffic was hell," she'd murmur, collapsing into my arms, her breath laced with mint that couldn't quite mask the whiskey. I'd hold her, inhaling the familiar lavender of her skin, rationalizing. "She's exhausted. This job's a beast. We're solid. But doubt not at me like termites in the walls." One evening, as thunder rattled the windows, I found her phone buzzing on the charger. A text from Alex. "Can't stop thinking about your pitch. Dinner to brainstorm." My fingers hovered, heart thudding. Professional, I told myself, shoving down the jealousy coiling in my stomach. When she got home, I played it cool over takeout pad thai steam curling between us. "Busy day." She nodded, eyes distant, fork twirling noodles absently. "Yeah, Alex has me on this huge exposé. He's demanding." Her voice softened on his name, a flicker I chalked up to admiration. Love made me blind, a desperate fool weaving excuses from threads of denial. I'd lie awake beside her, listening to the city hum outside, honking taxis, distant sirens, while my mind replayed fragments. The way she'd linger in the bathroom, door cracked, murmuring into her phone. The new lace lingerie tucked in her drawer, tag still on. A gift from the office holiday swap. Guilt twisted in me too. Had I not supported her enough? Was my predictability suffocating her ambition? "I love you," I'd whisper into her sleeping form, fingers tracing the curve of her hip, terrified of the silence that followed. The unraveling came slow, a slow burn fuse hissing toward dynamite. 3 months in, she started girls' nights that stretched till dawn. I'd pace our living room, the clock's tick mocking me, feet sinking into the threadbare rug that still bore coffee stains from our first date. When she finally stumbled in, lipstick faded, blouse untucked, I'd pull her close. "Everything okay?" She'd nod, eyes glassy. "Just venting about work. Alex is pushing hard, says I'm his star." Her hand lingered on my chest, but her gaze drifted to the window, to the glittering skyline where her new world pulsed. Tension built like storm clouds over the East River, heavy and inevitable. One night, after a brutal week of her canceling our plans, I confronted her in the dim glow of the kitchen light. The fridge hummed accusingly as I said, "Sarah, what's going on? You're distant." She leaned against the counter, arms crossed, her wedding band glinting like a lie. "Mark, this job is everything. Alex believes in me, sees the fire in my stories. You don't get it." Her words sliced deep, anger flaring hot in my veins. I gave up my promotion to move here for you. She laughed bitterly. Exactly. You're safe. But I need more. Heartbreak crashed over me then. Raw and tidal, confusion swirling with rage. That night she slept on the couch. I stared at the ceiling, tears carving paths down my temples, questioning every vow. Was it me? Had I failed her? Denial clung like damp sheets. She stressed it'll pass, but trust lay in shards, each breath a jagged inhale. The explosion came at our second anniversary dinner. I'd planned it meticulously. Rooftop reservation, string lights twinkling against the dusk, her favorite salmon glistening under candle flames. She arrived late, hair tousled, cheeks flushed. As the waiter poured wine, her phone lit up. She glanced, then silenced it. But I saw the preview. Miss you already. A. The world tilted. Who's A? My voice was steady, but inside panic roared. She froze, fork midway to her mouth. Just Alex. Work. Lies hung thick as fog. I grabbed her phone, fuck it, and there they were. Months of texts, photos from hotel rooms, her words dripping betrayal. Mark's clueless. You're my real spark. She didn't deny it when I shoved the screen in her face. It just happened, she sobbed, mascara rivers on porcelain cheeks. The job. The pressure. You were so busy with your code. Anger boiled over. Love curdling to venom. You ended us for a promotion? I hurled the champagne flute. It shattered against the wall, bubbles foaming like my rage. Get out. She packed that night. Her dream job's glow now a pyre consuming our life. Divorce papers signed in a haze of numb fury. Her ascending while I drowned in whiskey-soaked nights. Replaying her moans in my nightmares. 2 years later, that blood-scented kitchen. Sarah lay pale on the tiles, wrist slashed, Alex's message mocking from the phone. But the real twist? I wasn't the one who found her. Her sister called, hysterical. Mark, she's gone. Suicide note blames you, says you drove her to it with your obsession. Cops swarmed my door, cuffs cold on my wrists. Karma. No. The final gut punch. Hidden camera footage from her apartment, leaked anonymously. It showed me fabricated deepfakes, AI whispers of stalking, planted by Alex to frame me after she dumped him for another climb. But the stunned silence hit hardest. Her note, forged in his hand, revealed their plot to ruin me together. She survived the ambulance ride, confessed everything. Love for me twisted by ambition, betrayal born of her own moral rot. Released, I walked free into dawn's chill, her sobs echoing in my soul. Trust shattered forever, but in the wreckage a bitter peace. Karma wasn't fate. It was her mirror, reflecting the monster she'd become.